Welcome in everyone, my name is Nomadic and I love playing the Fallout games, and today we are going into the hardcore survival mode. I'm going to show you the best way for you to start out and get the best start on your survival run. Once you exit Vault 11 after cleaning out all the stuff that you can possibly carry, making sure you're filled up on water before leaving the vault in one of the sinks or fountains, you're going to come out of the vault, take everything you can, and run straight to Sanctuary, where home used to be home. Once you get inside, we're going to get 2 magazines that are going to be great for the start. Here's the Grognak the Barbarian, right where we left it before the war, still to be in good condition. This will give you better melee damage, and you can go to the special book in Sean's room where you can level up one of your special perks. This is the only magazine of its kind. After leaving the house, we're going to head straight over to this other blue house, same color as ours, and we're going to go to the back where they have a secret. They had a little storm shelter that we're going to go into. And in here, you're going to find purified water, a lot of food, radiated food, canned food, but still food. And you're going to get these gold bars that you can sell once you get into the big city. The safe is advanced, so you're not going to get in it right away, but the bed is sleepable, and this makes it an easy save point for when you need to rest in survival. After leaving, you're going to go straight ahead to this little lake down here, and we're going to go to where this woman was apparently fishing when the bombs dropped. We're going to cross this lake. Be careful for the mongrels that are right down here. We're going to take a right and go straight to this suitcase. The suitcase will almost always have 2 leather pieces on the outside. I almost always get legs. And then on the inside, it has Raider armor. And next to it, a bucket that always has some kind of meat in it. Great for our start. You can see already, less than 5 minutes in the game, we have a pretty decent amount of armor sets. Almost a full set. Next, we're going to jump back across the water. We're going to run straight along the side of the water till we get this boat. In this boat, there will be a cooler that always has some kind of food. It might be dog food, it might be cram, it could be a vegetable. In this case, we got a carrot, but it always has some kind of food. Next, we're going to run to the entrance of the Sanctuary, where this will give you another big advantage starting off. In this mailbox, you always get or some kind of explosive to start out with. It might be a frag, it might be a mine, and then over across the bridge is this corpse and mongrel meat. Once you get there, go up to the statue, the little revolutionary statue, and it has another bag that'll give you a random weapon and some ammo. Next, we're not going to go to Red Rocket. We're going to take a left. Be mindful of the ragstag and another mongrel that's down here by the river. You can avoid it if you're far enough to the side. You don't even have to sneak. And we're going to go right across the pond where the boat was. And we're going to see a little generator popping out of the ground. We're going to go ahead and flip that off. And then we're going to follow the pipe all the way up the mountain. Just follow the pipe. And be careful of some possible mole rats that might spawn here. Inside there are a few cap stashes, and most importantly, the strongest weapon we're going to get early game. We have 5 rounds for the snub nose. We're going to get a random piece of clothing. It's usually a tuxedo or a dress. We got perk and beans. Then most importantly, we have Red Away and Red X to start us off, which is going to be very much needed. Don't go too far that way, as there are raiders that you might not be prepared for. Here you can see that the snub nose, even though we only got 5 rounds for emergencies, the damage is 48 compared to our 10 mils 18. Next, we're going to skip Red Rocket, and we're going to go straight to this water tower, because it has some essentials that we're going to absolutely need, which is some stim pack, and most importantly, these purified waters, which you must have for survival. After that, we're going to go into these little bushes, and in the bushes, we're going to find another little chest that will give you randomized items. Most likely going to be a pipe rifle or a hunting rifle. In this case, we got a pipe rifle. Might depend on your leveling, but there's always some kind of rifle in there, according to my experience. And you can see we already have a full set of armor, even if it's not matching. And we haven't even fought our first enemy yet. Next, we're going to head over to Abernathy Farm and take a left. We're going to go to these first telephone wires. I'm guessing these are for telephone or radio of some kind. And we're going to go over there. Now, over here, there's going to be a ton of ragstag, and ragstag is the meat that you are going to want to catch the most, because when you actually eat ragstag, it gives you a boost to your carry weight. And if you know anything about survival, carry weight is a lot less than it used to, and a lot of things weigh more. You have to worry about your food, your water weight, and ammunition always weighs something. So there's going to be 2 ammo bags and a guy here that's going to give you another weapon and probably some extra armor. Next, we're going to go to the Abernathy Farm again, which is also a great place to start. They'll have tomatoes that you can take if you need food right off, but you probably won't at this point. Abernathy Farm is a great addition to Sanctuary if you want to base up in the northeast. In this little trailer behind the farm, there's going to be med kit, there's going to be an ammo box, some junk, and most importantly, there's going to be a bed that you can always sleep and save, because you can't quick save in survival. So this is where we're going to quick save when we need to quick save. Upon leaving the trailer, we're going to go to the next radio tower, and it is going to have this little bag, which is going to give us probably an explosive of some kind and ammo. And then this red box over here will just be junk. But still, it's junk we didn't have before, and it's a great start. That's right next to our next meaningful location. Here we will have 3 bloatflies, which is more free food. Just be careful because bloatflies hit hard in survival. After you take care of the 3 bloatflies, we're going to go inside and we're going to get another important magazine. So less than 10 minutes in the game, we already have 3 mags with different perks and benefits. And this one going with the Grognak a little bit. This is a Wasteland Survivor Guide. Take 5% less damage from melee, which anything we can do to take less damage is a win. Now we're going to go pick up Dogmeat at Red Rocket, and once we get him, we're going to claim our territory at Red Rocket and then go behind where you will find this little mole rat den. We're going to go inside the den, and once it's cleared out, you can go to the right and you can get this fusion core, which is going to be absolute gold in the Wasteland. If you also want, on the opposing side of the tunnel, there's another little side that will get you a safe that is novice that you can open at straight at the beginning if you have the bobby pins. Next, we're going to go around Concord up to the top of it, the northeastern part. We're not going to go into the battle because we're probably not going to be ready to face that fight if you're in survival mode. It's not as easy as the normal modes. And we're going to go to the houses right up here at the top. This is where you're going to get your strongest melee weapon starting out. Here we'll either spawn a machete or a combat knife. It'll always be one of the two. And you'll get a little bit extra ammo. And this guy almost always has a shotgun. Next, we're going to keep going up northeast. You'll probably hit thicket excavation. Be careful of mole rats and mongrels. But if you're lucky, you can pretty much avoid all combat. Just keep sprinting up to the northeast until you hit the road where you find this vertibird. This is why we needed to go in the mole rat den. Once you get up to this pretty awesome location, we're going to take a little look inside. There's nothing really there, but over in front of it is more ragstag that you can hunt. So you already have an excess of meat, and most importantly, you have the T45 power armor. It is, I believe, randomized how many parts will be there. It's not a full set. In this case, we're missing one of the arms, but it's still practically a full set, and it's our first power armor, which we will need considering we might not be ready for Concord yet. With that being our tutorial, this is the best way you can start out the game. You have 3 magazines, you have full power armor, fusion core, the strongest pistol that you can get early on, and the strongest melee weapon that you can get early on. I hope this helped you, and if it did help you survive in the hardest difficulty of the Wasteland, make sure you're giving a like, a follow, and comment what you'd like to see below for future tips and guides. This was Nomadic Bully, guiding your way through the Wasteland.